Welcome back everyone to some Minecraft Ages. I'm super excited to record today because we are going to start immersive engineering. But before we hop into that, I got to show you guys what I did since our last episode. You'll remember that last time we started the Mine Colonies mod and did a couple of the basic things. However, since then I've been working a little bit offline to start building up the village and adding a lot more buildings, upgrading a few of them, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little tour after we go to sleep. And starting tomorrow morning, we'll do the tour and then we'll get started in immersive engineering, which is by far my favorite mod so far that I've seen in Minecraft. So let's get right into it. Alright, so as you guys will remember, we left off last episode with the town hall and a couple of the basic jobs. So since then, we've upgraded the town hall to level 2. We've upgraded the builders' huts. We got one at level 2 and one at level 3. We've put in some villager housing, some residence homes. Sorry about the glitchy textures, as a couple of the doors just have done that since I logged in. I don't understand why. Probably just replacing the doors, picking them up and putting them back down would fix them. But for now, we've got, I think there's 4 residences. This one's made of birch. That one's the basic medieval oak. There's another one just behind it, and then there's another one right here, which is the alternative wood one. We've also got 2 guard towers, one here and one down at the other end. You can see it from here. This one's level 3, the other one's level 2. These houses, I think, this is a level 1 house. Those 2 over there are level 2, and this one is level 2. This is our level 2 swine herder. That's where we get all of our meat. We got a level 3 log hut over here, getting us a lot of logs. Down here, past the villager residences, we've got the restaurant where all the food is brought, and all of the villagers go there to get their food, so now I don't have to bring it to them. Here we got the storehouse, the warehouse for the village, and I've actually got 2 delivery people who takes their only job is to bring stuff from this warehouse to wherever it's needed. So the logger's hut brings wood, the delivery people bring it in here and put it away, and automatically goes into these shelves right here. Don't know why. Why are these textures broken? I think I've had this problem before and it just somehow fixed itself. Oh well. See, like, not all of them have a broken texture, so I don't know what the deal is. Perhaps it's just some of the stuff that's already made, but if I make new ones, it should be alright. But anyway, where was I? Yes, so the delivery people, they'll bring food to the restaurant, bring logs from the log hut to here, and when we put the builders' huts, when we give them a job to do, they will bring supplies that are in the warehouse to the builder's hut based on what they ask. However, if there isn't any in the warehouse, I'll have to make it for them. But that's pretty cool for this mod because that way, if you have the resources already in the warehouse where you store a lot of stuff anyway, the delivery people will automatically bring it to the builder's hut as it's needed. So they've been doing some really good work. After all that's been done, that's just the village part, the mine colonies that I've done so far. And also we've had some raiders come in on these little pirate ships. They just spawn in and they'll send a couple of people to raid your village. And since we have those guard towers, they've been taking them out pretty quickly. Since we've done all that, the village section, I went ahead and got us prepared for this episode by building our own engineering warehouse. And I'm actually pretty proud of it. This is one of my better builds. I really like how I did this corner setup over here. I kind of took a lot of inspiration from the builder's hut that we have on the other side and set this up with the crane and all the wood piles and stuff. And then here we got our little Malice's door, garage door. So for one of the better mods for if you want different door types, Malice's doors is a good one for things like this. They got a bunch of different stuff as far as 3x2 doors, 2x2s, 1x2s. You can actually, there's a I think it's called a door factory in the mod, where you can design doors with different sounds, different ways of opening, different materials, all that stuff. But this is just the garage door part of it. And as you can see, it operates like a regular garage door, and I thought it'd be great for a warehouse like this. So here we got the bottom layer. I think I'm going to do the biodiesel manufacturing down there. And up here, we got our second level, a lot more spacious. I think I'm going to do a lot of the bigger machines up here, or at least as many as we can. Over here in this little section, I'm going to put our first windmill, probably right here, and that's probably where we're going to start, because we need to start with some power generation, which is one of the best things about this mod is that there is electricity, and you'll have wires that will span eventually across the entire village. That will bring power to different substations and bring it back. Over here we got a little office, which is where we'll store most of our workbenches and whatnot. Actually, there's a couple downstairs. Actually, I'll leave one downstairs and then take another one upstairs. I think the best place is there. Oh yeah, and there's a little section up here. Don't know what I want to do with this yet. It's kind of just what was left over. I think we'll do it like that. And will bring me engineer's workbench. But first things we got to do is start with making some creosote and some coal coke. And for any of you who may know what that is already, coal coke is the first part in producing steel. It's basically solidified carbon that would be used in a blast furnace to turn iron into steel. So for immersive engineering, that's where we start. Let me go ahead and look up the recipe for it. I think it's called a coke oven, or yeah, coke brick. So we need brick, clay, and sandstone. I think we have a little bit of sand, but I don't think we have enough to make as many as we want. We need 27. Well, actually, we'll need double that, so that's, we need 54. 54, yeah. Okay, so now we have enough to build this first coke oven. Now we smack it, right click with the engineer's hammer, and you've got an immersive engineering coke oven. Now we throw the, oh, it doesn't take charcoal. That's not cool. So we'll have to mine actual coal. That's okay, this charcoal will serve us well anyway. Let's just stop in here and grab some coal. We'll just do everything in blocks and hopefully that just makes it faster. If not, it'll allow us to store more. Anyway, bam. Now it'll get started producing coal coke and creosote. Now, what do we need to make a pump? I think we need we need mechanical pieces, which requires a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's not what I need. Here's what I need. I'm missing copper. I forgot copper. Oh, I also started building a lighthouse over there because once we get the floodlights from immersive engineering, I'll pop them in there and it'll look like a good looking lighthouse. also haven't figured out a name for our dog yet. I haven't heard anything in the comments about what we should name him. Oh, one of our pirate ships sailed away. What a shame. They're cool looking. I wish we could make them, like the builders. I'd like to have a few there in the port. I still forgot the copper, because I'm a genius. At some point I'm going to have to go find some cactus because we need some green dye. I wish there was some other way of making green dye, because it seems like finding a cactus in this is tough. We're going to need a lot of copper, might as well grab a whole stack. Copper is integral to this mod, as you can imagine. Also, if you guys have any questions you'd like to ask me about these mods, please feel free to do them in the comments, because I try to reply to them as fast as possible. And I know a lot of this was just kind of flown by. What do we got going on here? We need this. Fluid pipe. Oh, we'll need a lot more of those. Oh wait, these are still... I might as well just hammer these because we're going to need a lot of iron plates. There we go. Now we can build a pump. Pump, as you can imagine, can move fluids wherever you may need them. Just smack that there. I think if you shift click, let's see, we want that to be the output, which is orange, orange for output, and then blue. I don't know if that worked. Should have. So now if we get a lever, we'll throw these pumps in, or these pipes. We'll go ahead and throw in the inlet there. If you're moving a source block like water to somewhere, you'll need electricity to the pump. However, if you're pumping out of a machine like this, you will not need power, thankfully. So we'll do that, and we'll need some stuff to build a platform. I think I'll just use cobblestone for now. Leo, you're in my way. Leo, causing problems. Go. Couple of little details here and there, never hurt nobody. There, now we got the start of a pump station. As soon as I can, I'll need to get a mechanical press because my hammer will thank me. A lot of this is waiting on stuff like that to process, the coal coke and whatnot. Because we will need that steel as soon as possible. And also the creosote. Bam. Once this is done, we'll get our creosote. We need to treat the wood that we have so we can build even more things, including the engineer's workbench. Before we get too far into that, though, I need to build the engineer's handbook, Because who starts a mod without having the handbook? We'll grab these treated sticks. Grab the wood. Okay. Make a stick. Make a lever. You also need a book. Do I have the means to make a book? First I need a leather. Paper. Book. Now we put the lever on it. Bam! Engineer's Manual. And this will tell you everything you need to know about the mod. And we won't need that until we start building some of the multi-block structures. Okay, so this should be the last little bit that we need for the blast oven. Blast furnace. And it's the same build as the coke oven. Bam. Now we got that built, and all we gotta do is throw in some coal coke and some iron, and we should be producing steel. Turn these into blocks. Bam. Now we should be producing steel very slowly.